There you are. I'm happy to see you out of that courtroom and cleared of those ridiculous accusations. Captain Alvida has already returned to her ship and is busy preparing for your journey. When you're ready, just say the word and we'll take you aboard too.
We're ready.
In that case, climb into this boat and it will take you aboard. Godspeed.
Well, what do you think of my ship? It's quite the change from that old skiff. This one even has a cabin.
Yes, it is a fine vessel. But when will you take us back?
As soon as I can pay the crew and stock the old with food for the trip.
My family would certainly be able to finance the journey, especially since it would be an opportunity for them to compete with the Dorsays. They're a rival family who rule over the cities of Serene and New Serene. Come to think of it, they too could finance our trip, I suppose. They certainly have the means.
That would entail going to Peren, wouldn't it? I wouldn't mind going there too. There's someone there I need to see.
Really? Someone from Teleme, I presume?
Yes, a man of the cloth who might be able to help me get home. A certain Father Cardinal Pius.
I've heard of him. A charming old man who lives like a monk, I believe.
Yes, he's a priest and the Teleme ambassador. He can help me get home, but his influence could also be useful in getting your expedition financed.
Yes, I've heard of him. Well, having the backing of influential people is rarely a bad thing. My family is going to be thrilled when they hear about my exploits in Alima.
As for me, I'd like to go back to Iskiara. We left behind a giant, rampaging creature, and I hate to think what might happen to the locals and my companions. We can't just leave this beast to wander around. We have to find out what happened after our timely getaway. And since it's not possible to dock in Dooten, this will bring me as close as possible.
That's a lot of destinations to choose from. We'll have to choose just one. So, where are we headed? I'm glad you came to see me. I'm going to need your help. It's a personal matter.
What does it entail?
As you may remember, Silvio told me about a cache on the Constantia. Despite everything that's happened to that ship since sinking, it wasn't discovered. I found my mother's logbook in there, but she had so little trust that she wrote in code. And I don't understand any of it. I need to know what information it holds. It may give me some insight into what happened to her. You understand?
Of course. But what do you expect from me?
I need you to find someone who can translate the logbook.
I'm at your service.
Someone in Ixantis can surely help us. One of the admirals, perhaps.
I won't bother you any longer.
See you soon.
Is there anything I can help you with?
See you later.
Boy.
I know you already have a lot to do, but I would still like to ask a favor, if you can spare a moment.
It's not really the moment. We'll see what we can do later.
Of course. There's no hurry. Come back and see me at a more opportune moment.
I've seen you use rifles like the people in the Alliance. They are powerful weapons, and I'd like to know how to use them.
You young people are all the same. Always curious and eager to acquire new skills. I'll show you the fundamentals, so you could use them without hurting yourself. Well, what do you think?
It wasn't as hard as it seemed. Thank you, Safia. Bye.
See you.
I imagine that there are more urgent matters than visiting the man I spoke of, Father Cardinal Pius, who lives in Peren. That said, we need to go and meet him as soon as possible. I need to inform him of all that we have witnessed. Kurnaz's rise in power, his unwarranted attacks against the islanders. He will know what to do to put an end to it, and will be a strong ally against the general. And he is also a close relation of the de Vespe family, who could finance the journey to Tir-Fredi. He could certainly help us convince them if the support from Sybil proves insufficient.
You seem to know the man well. Otherwise, why would you want to find him so badly?
Let's just say that he was an ally during my exile. Someone who didn't turn his back on me despite my banishment. He is a powerful and wise man. And after all we have seen, I must admit that I am at my wit's end. But I know he'll know what to do. How to protect Thélème as well as the people of Tir-Fredi from the Alliance.
You consider him something of a mentor, if I'm hearing you correctly?
Yes, that is exactly right. Is there anything else you would like to know?
You're saying that your Father Cardinal wants to put a stop to Kurnaz's attacks on my people. But why would he even care?
Thélème is an enemy of the Alliance, as you know. And my nation does not find the conquest of your island by these people to be desirable. We have a different approach. It may not be perfect, I will readily admit. But we have no desire to remove your people from your homeland, nor to force them into slavery. Any information that would allow Thélème to put a stop to this conquest would benefit your people, believe me.
Where can we meet this Father Cardinal?
He can be found most often in the Thélème embassy in Peren.
We'll go to Peren soon enough, and we will be sure to meet him then.
If you end up docking in the city, I'll meet you at the embassy.
Of course. The magic that you're using is different from ours. Do you think you could teach me to use it?
I admit that I never thought about it. Of course, there is special training required to wield the rings, but you need to possess the gift of the enlightened, and your faith is so different than our own. But who am I to question what the divine intends for you? Let's try. We'll see what happens. It's incredible. May the enlightened forgive me. But I would have never thought that a native not of our faith could be so gifted in our magic. Of course, you'll need to continue practicing in order to progress. But you have the gift. This much is true.
Thank you, Fausta. I must leave you.
See you later.
Ah, excellent timing. I was just thinking about you. I wanted to ask you something.
What is it?
I suppose you haven't forgotten our memorable encounter with my nephew Rudolph? It so happens that I've just received a message concerning him. It appears to have been written by a servant who accuses me of being responsible for the disappearance of his mistress, a merchant from the congregation. He says that she was lured to a meeting by my nephew and never came back. In the course of the various threats of torture and accusations he makes, it emerges that my nephew has also disappeared. I'm worried about him. We don't have a good relationship, but it's all my fault, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to him. I could take care of it myself, but I'm afraid I wouldn't be thinking clearly because it involves my family. Would you help me find my nephew and this woman?
I'm sorry, but I've simply got too much to do right now. I'll come back and talk to you as soon as I can.
Thank you, but don't be too long. I'd regret it for the rest of my life if anything were to happen to him too.
See you later.
Of course.
I hope at least one of the admirals can help us. This is the first time I've heard of an encrypted logbook.
Doesn't she have other relatives who might know her code?
She and my father hadn't been getting along very well towards the end. But apart from him, I don't really see who could help us.
Alvida, I'm very sorry about what happened to you. You should never have been involved in this.
None of us should have been.
Yes, I'm sure I'm sorry for what happened to you. Take time to rest and celebrate the end of this sordid affair. Now, unless you have any questions.
We could use your help. Or at least your advice. It's about a logbook.
It's Mum's logbook. I mean, Captain Estrella's. We found it on board the Constantia. But it's written in code.
Are you sure it's your mother's logbook? She's been gone so long.
I'm absolutely sure. The cache where I found it hadn't been opened. I recognize her handwriting despite the code.
I'm sorry, Alvida. I didn't even know your mother coded her entries. We don't usually do that, as you know. Logbooks are usually made to be shared with other knots.
Do you know anyone who could decipher it?
I can only think of one person in Duxantis who's capable of such a feat. Our master librarian, the wisest of our people.
Thanks for your help.
Please, this story concerns me as much as my daughter. I hope you'll keep me informed if you discover anything. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hello. You may come in and speak to the librarian, but he's the one who decides who can access our archives.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you've not only proven your innocence, but you also forced that horrible woman to acknowledge her lies. Klatir sessammel inimnaterem jam esse.
Wait, are you from Teofradi?
Yes. I was born there a long time ago. Then I joined the Naughts and I'm one of them now. But we never forget our homeland, do we? What can I do for you?
We managed to get our hands on Captain Estrella's logbook.
We found it in a cache on board the Constantia.
Well, that's wonderful news. I despaired of finding this logbook. You know we keep them all here, don't you?
Oh, alas, as it stands, it will be no more useful to you than to me, I fear. It's entirely encoded.
Encoded? That's strange. Captains don't usually do that.
You wouldn't have a way to decipher it. We thought, with your great knowledge...
I know some codes, of course, but without knowing the method chosen by Estrella, it could take me months. However, I may have an idea that would make our job much easier. Wait, I'll just be a minute. That's it. I found what I needed. Alma, Estrella's first mate, whom she trusted more than anyone, survived the shipwreck, but she left Euxantis. In my archives, I only found a rather vague indication of where she settled, but it's a start. She settled in Alima, in the port district. If anyone can help you with this code, it's her.
Thank you for your help, Master.
My pleasure, Captain. And if you manage to decipher the logbook, bring it back, will you? For our archives.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
If you want us to decipher your mother's logbook, we'll have to go to Olima.
I heard of a somewhat shady merchant, a colleague of sorts, who runs a shop by the port at night. She must know where to find a Naut who's forsworn the sea. She's the kind of person someone in my field of work needs to know.
Thank you, Ludwig. I value your suggestion. Safia would surely have proposed a more honest approach, but this merchant is a good lead.
To disembark. We've arrived at our destination.
If you have a moment, I would like to speak to you about our meeting with the friend that I mentioned, Zarin. Yes? What do you want to talk about?
Do you know how we are going to meet that friend you spoke about? Zarin?
I think so. I sent her a message while we were still in Euxantis to tell her that we had arrived. I said that we would return to Alima and that we would most assuredly be in need of her help. Knowing her well, she most certainly sent a message for me via the public aviary at the port. I know it's not optimal, lacking complete discretion, but we don't really have any other way of communicating at this point in time.
Very well. Then let's go see if we have received something. I must leave you.
See you later.
You're the ones in all those... It's always hard to recognize someone from a description, but I'm pretty sure it's you.
What?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure of it. I've got to warn the guards.
I assure you, sir, there's been a misunderstanding.
I don't think so. The poster mentions a Tearfradian about your size, and the rest of the description sounds just like you.
There are more and more Tearfradians in Olima, sir, as it's fashionable for the nobility to have my people as servants. But I can assure you that my master would not take kindly to me committing crimes. Besides, I don't have time for that. I must escort these people to see him. So why don't you stop causing a fuss?
I'm really confused. Sorry to have bothered you. I better get back to what I was doing.
The guards put up posters describing you.
These posters are wanted signs. Unfortunately for us, our descriptions are fairly accurate. We'd better take them down.
I know there's a patrol around here. We should take another alley to avoid them.
Helise, these are the people I told you about. And here's Helise, a logician of Alima, a great mathematician, and longtime friend.
Pleased to meet you.
As am I. I'm very happy to meet you. Safia's friends are my friends too. She was my mentor, and I owe everything to her. Please, let me also introduce my associates. Can, one of the city's leading pathologists and anatomists.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Bilgin, one of our most brilliant philosophers.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
But you must have come here for a reason. What can we do for you?
We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
can hear the clanking of the guards' armor from here. We'd better keep away from them if we want to keep a low profile.
What was that?
Show them what we're made of! My armor is broken!
This armor is no good anymore!
My armor is completely ruined!
Goods from all over the world if you're interested. Come and see. I have some items I brought back from my travels. Would you like to take a look at them? I have goods from all over the world if you're interested. Come and see. I have some items I brought back from my travels. Would you like to take a look at them? Come and see. Hello. What can I do for you?
We are looking for a Nord who forswore the sea to settle here. A certain Alma.
I'm just a humble merchant. Why would I have that kind of information?
We don't know each other directly, but you must have heard of me. My name is Ludwig.
Now that you mention it, your face is not unfamiliar, dear colleague. As a matter of fact, I do know where to find her. but know that this kind of information comes at a price. Perfect. Alma lives in the northeast. Her house is located near the military district gate, but you should hurry up and find her. I know for a fact that soldiers are searching for her.
What could they possibly want from her? Is it because she deals with you?
Absolutely not. It's not for lack of trying to convince her to work for me, but she's the honest type. I don't know why they're searching for her, but if you ask me, it's not to court her.
We'll leave you to your business.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
We must find Alma as soon as possible. We cannot allow the soldiers to arrest her. I wonder why they were after her.
Armor is broken!
My armor is ruined.
We're too late.
There's no... You! Stop right there! This is a special operation, and we have every power to arrest you if you get in our way.
We're sorry. We don't want to interfere with your operation, but we're curious. What's going on?
It's none of your business. Now move on, move on. But... wait. I recognize you. You're all wanted. What a piece of luck. We're gonna pocket the reward. To arms, men!
If you dare harm the captain in any way, you'll pay for it!
coming to our aid. But who are you?
Who I am doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that Alvida is safe and sound.
Listen, old chap. If you think the captain needs protecting, you're even madder than you look.
I see that you're in good company, Captain. That you have friends by your side. But I have my orders. Nothing was to happen to you.
And may I know who gave you those orders?
Well, your father, of course. He's worried, what with the trial and this investigation that you are conducting. He asked me to keep an eye on you, to protect you.
Unbelievable. Where was he when we faced that giant creature on the coast? Or when his Alliance friends were trying to kill us? Where was he when I guided that skiff through the storm? Nowhere. He was never there. All I have, I owe only to myself. But now, he suddenly feels guilty and decides to stick me with a guard? Get out of here. I don't want to see you anymore. I'm old enough to defend myself.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I have my orders.
Alvida, this is between you and your father. It's up to you to decide if you want him to help us, or if you want to send him away for good.
I'm no longer a child. And I was never a china doll. I have no need of your protection. Go tell my father that I am now old enough to look after myself. And that I'm in good company.
I am sorry that you feel this way. But I understand. And I must even say that I admire you, Captain. I will take your message to your father. And I wish you well.
Have you ever seen this man, Alvida? Is he really one of your father's men?
I've never seen him before, but if he says that my father ordered him to guard me, it must be true. I can't believe he has so little trust in me.
You're lucky to have a father who watches over you, even if I grant you that it's a little intrusive.
I don't care what my father wants. I don't want this man around me.
Alma, you can come out. The soldiers are no longer a threat.
For now. But others will come, and we'd better be far from here when they arrive.
How can I know that you mean me no harm?
Alma, I'm Alvida, Estrella's daughter.
Alvida? No. No, that's impossible. The last time I saw Alvida, she was still too young to be a ship hand. And from your ink, I can see you're a captain.
I grew up and climbed to the top, it's true. Yet I am Alvida, Estrella's daughter. And today I am here to ask for your help. I found my mother's logbook on board the Constantia. But I need you to decipher it.
Then you found her cache? With Silvio's help, I suppose? You are who you say you are. I will help you, but only if you help me in return. As you said, I can't stay here. Take me to a safe place, and I'll do what you want.
We could escort you to my ship. Your old ship, the Constantia, and from there, drop you off wherever you please.
You can come out, Alma. We'll take you to the ship.
Alma, don't worry. We'll get you to the Constantia safe and sound.
Thank you, Alvida, and thank you all. I really don't understand why these soldiers want me dead.
We'll have to be very careful on the way. Other soldiers may be looking for you. We've almost reached the Constantia.
I'm really grateful for your help. I must admit that I'm a little nervous about setting foot on that ship again.
Oh, it's been perfectly repaired. You'll see.
From experience, it's precisely when one thinks that one's home and dry that all hell breaks loose. Stay on your toes.
We're here. All we have to do is row out to our ship.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting me and getting me here. Alvida, you really are your mother's daughter. Brave, generous, and trustworthy. If you have anything else to do here, I can go to the ship alone and wait for you there. I don't want to be a burden.
Yes, you'd better go and take shelter on the ship. We'll join you shortly.
Hey, is anybody there?
They'll miss the sea that gave them life. This armor is no good anymore.
There's a message. Give me a minute to decipher it. She's worried. That's not like her. And she obviously has some very important things to tell us. She suggests we meet in a warehouse in the port, in the area reserved for Naughts. A place that has a connection with the matter at hand.
I hope she can provide some more details, since there's no shortage of warehouses around here.
She mentions a place that's used by her husband's supporters. Ah, that means it will have their coat of arms on it. It's wonderfully understated. A golden eagle wearing a crown, swords clutched in its talons, on a field of purple. We shouldn't have any trouble recognizing it.
In that case, let's go.
You're not from around here.
The entrance to the Knot warehouse zone is always guarded, and I would like to avoid a fight with my sisters and brothers. Let me speak to the guards, please. I think I can convince them to let us pass through.
Sorry, you can't come in here. The warehouse area is only for Naughts or persons with proper authorization.
I can easily convince this guard to let us in. I'm a captain after all. Did my ink become invisible overnight?
Oh, my apologies, Captain. I didn't see you there. Forgive us. We're a little nervous. We've been asked to be more vigilant lately.
There have been thefts from some of the warehouses, and people are obviously getting into the area despite our surveillance.
Well, I can confirm that you're doing your job well. May we enter now?
Of course, Captain. By all means.
This door is locked. I can't do it. Is anyone there? Zeren?
The coat of arms of the Imperialists. The one Zeren spoke about.
This warehouse is most assuredly the one we are looking to find.
Move along there. Only persons in possession of a pass can enter here.
My friend, is there anything I can do for you?
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
If we could dress as humble workers, we'd go unnoticed.
We are missing something to make this work.
I would like to avoid a confrontation with my people, especially since they're only doing their jobs. Please be discreet.
I don't have the key. Quiet. We don't want to be overheard.
We need to take a look around this place. Zeren must be hiding somewhere out of sight of her husband's men. Somewhere discreet.
Why did those idiots have to choose a place this filthy? Ugh! Oh, there you are at last. Fausta, my friend. I'm so happy to see you again. I was so worried. I was informed that you'd been arrested for who knows what reason.
A greatly exaggerated rumor, as you can see.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Zeren, wife to General Kurnaz, a man whose path you've crossed under tragic circumstances, which trouble me greatly. He has always been driven by a thirst for power and glory, but he is a mere man-at-arms, which here means little. However, his successes on the battlefield and the confidence of his men have gone to his head. He has become obsessed with a single dream of late: to become emperor of a country that does not yet exist. A folly that, fortunately, few are prepared to accept. Unless he is able to find support amongst the population. This he hopes to do by solving the problem of the native uprisings on Tir Fridi, at the expense of Governor Burhan.
You're starting to frighten me, Zarin. How do you think he hopes to achieve this goal?
Unfortunately, he doesn't tell me everything. You're going to have to find out for yourself. Which is why I've asked you to meet me here. He and his supporters use this warehouse occasionally, so you may find some clues here. Find out what he's up to. Gather evidence. And I'll do everything in my power to help you. I know a representative of Morsinia. Someone with influence, and whose politics are diametrically opposed to my husband's imperialist ambitions. I could introduce you. But we'll need solid evidence in order for any action to be taken.
So all we have to do now is search the place?
Yes. I really hope you'll find something. Be quick in any case, because his men could show up at any time, and you don't want to be discovered. Let me know as soon as you have something solid. One last thing. I thought I saw some posters about you. It seems that at least some of you are wanted by the Guard. I shall do my best to have the notice cancelled, but it's going to take some time. Please be careful until then. I must leave you. My absence must not be noticed. Above all, be extremely careful.
There's nothing strange about this order. It corresponds in every manner to something a general would require for their troops.
A typical list of military material. Except for this abbreviation in the middle. Perhaps it's a code. In any case, it's odd. We should keep looking. I saw doctors using this kind of equipment during an inoculation. I have no idea what soldiers would use them for.
Glass beakers, retorts. What would a general need with this? In any case, this could well be what that abbreviation on the list was referring to.
I think we've seen enough.
Certainly. But we are also going to need someone who can help us understand what Kurnaz and his followers are up to. I don't know the savants of the city all that well, but Safia will know who we need to talk to.
Let's go, before we're taken in by who knows who.
Come on! I don't want to spend all day here. Let's take these crates and get out. What a surprise! What are you doing here? You've no business here. This is a private warehouse. It belongs to important people. Are you thieves of some sort? I would highly advise you to drop what you're holding and run for it immediately.
Captain Alvida?
Well, Dockers, is that how you address a captain?
Oh, our apologies. We didn't see who you were.
That'll be all for this time. And in a way, this is good timing. I've been asked to inspect this part of the warehouses, and I have noticed that this one is owned by a person or a group independent of the Knots.
Yes, indeed, Captain. They received permission from an admiral in person, Captain.
Surprising. That isn't something you see every day. And what are you doing here?
We have to move crates down to the sewers, just beyond the old baths, all the way to a collector. We've been doing it on a regular basis for quite some time. A little too often, if you ask me.
In the sewers? Really? I don't like that one bit. We're Knots. We're nobody's lackeys. I'm going directly to have a word with the person in charge of the zone. In the meantime, you're dismissed.
Very well, Captain. Thank you, Captain.
Move along there. Only persons in possession of a pass can enter here.
If we want to see for ourselves if what the Dockers said was true, I know there are other ways into the sewers than the one we came out of last time. I believe there are some in every neighborhood, but I can't tell you exactly where.
I know you already have a lot to do, but I would still like to ask a favor, if you could spare a moment.
It's not really the moment. We'll see what we can do later.
Of course. There's no hurry. Come back and see me at a more opportune moment.
We went to meet Zerin in the warehouse that's used by Kurnaz's men. She told us to search the place because she also suspects her husband is up to something. We found some scientific equipment.
Do you know what kind of equipment it was?
Retorts, beakers, tools it looked like a doctor might use.
Strange indeed. I'm not sure what use a general would have for all of that, but I know someone who might be able to tell us. I have a friend who works in the science district and knows about everything that's going on in the city. I could let her know you're coming if you like. If not, I'd be happy to go with you.
Thank you. We should speak to her. As we were leaving the warehouse, we ran into a group of dockers who were taking the goods into the sewers.
The sewers? This story is getting stranger by the minute.
That's what we thought too.
The sewers run under the entire city and can be accessed from every district. Maybe it's just a way to move the goods from place to place without anyone knowing. If you want to look into it, be very careful. There are all sorts of dangerous creatures living in the canals, not to mention the criminals who use them for trafficking. It would be much less risky to speak to my friend, Halise.
Bye.
See you.
be delighted to meet your new friends. But tell me.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. How can we help you?
As Safia must have already told you, we found scientific equipment in crates in a warehouse belonging to Kurnaz and his followers.
Yes, she did mention it. She spoke of retorts, beakers, and surgical instruments.
Kurnaz is a military man. I don't see what he could be doing with this kind of equipment. Of course, there are doctors and surgeons who travel with the army, but they wouldn't need beakers or glassware.
And they're more like butchers than researchers.
We need to understand what this equipment is going to be used for. We know that Kurnaz has a plan for my people. And after what was done to us on the ship that brought us here, I need to know what he's got in mind.
What did they do to you?
Someone in a barbed mask came, slashed our arms open and rubbed a scrap of fabric on the wound. We recovered quickly, but one of our friends died.
I'm very sorry about that. My condolences for your loss.
You were inoculated to protect you against a disease. It's a risky but highly effective procedure. Unfortunately, it seems that your friend succumbed to the disease. Either that, or she was part of a control group.
In any case, I now understand why you're worried.
The equipment you saw was used for scientific research, which in Olima is largely carried out here. And we have it on good authority that none of the scholars who work here work for them.
Could they have taken over Asili's old laboratory?
You're right. That would be the perfect place to conduct research in secret.
What can you tell me about this laboratory?
Asili was a doctor and pathologist who was given his own laboratory in the city. A place dedicated solely to research on disease. When he left the city for your island, the laboratory closed down. It seems to me that only a team of his former assistants still goes there to sort through his discoveries.
There are many rumors about the place. It doesn't have a good reputation.
Oh, some say that there are underground rooms used to hide dreadful experiments. But that's ridiculous.
But there is often a grain of truth in rumors. In any case, this nearly abandoned laboratory would be the ideal place for experiments.
Where is it?
Not far from here, just downhill.
Who is Asili?
A remarkable physician and pathologist. He discovered the principle of inoculation, which makes a person resistant to a specific disease.
He has the most brilliant mind in the field. His work has given our research a new impetus, and he has saved thousands of lives.
That's true, but he's also a man whose reputation has become rather scandalous in recent years.
Now, gentlemen, we're not here to entertain rumors spread by the city's students.
Thank you for your help. We're going to visit the laboratory.
Although it's nearly closed today, it is still guarded. The research carried out there could be dangerous in the wrong hands. Be careful.
Thanks again, Elise. I'll let you know what we find out.
So, are we going to infiltrate this old laboratory to discover what horrible secrets they're hiding?
Poor animal. He seems frightened and hurt. We should get closer to it, to see what's wrong.
He's indeed very upset and injured, but I can't quite make out what's wrong at this distance. There, old fellow. Calm down. I don't mean you any harm.
Bravo! He seems to trust you. You should be able to examine his wound now.
Gently. I'm going to approach you now. There. Look. The poor beast has been bitten by a snake. The pain and the venom must have driven him mad. He ran away. I must have accidentally scared him off.
You did your best. This beast is mad with pain, so it can't have got very far. If you want to save him, let's look around. With that venom in his system, he won't last long.
Let's follow in his hoofprints. This animal needs a purge potion quickly to remove the poison. Otherwise it will die.
If we don't have any on us, any alchemist can sell us some.
Here, big boy. Drink this. It'll do you good. It acted quickly. He already looks better. All we have to do now is find out who he belongs to.
Crocus! You found him! Oh, he's my Elsabel. How is he? He got upset this morning and ran off. I was worried to death.
Your poor animal was bitten by a snake and almost died. Don't worry. We gave him an antidote. He should get better now.
There, Crocus. I'm here now. Thank you so very much for finding and healing him. I really care for this beast. Not only for the services he renders me. Thank you. Here, take this. I hope it will cover your costs for the antidote. We're going back to the farm. How does that sound, Crocus? You need some rest.
If we want to go unnoted...
Guards, as we were told. Wonderful. Sometimes, when you want to avoid rousing suspicion, wearing someone else's clothing is the best way to go unnoticed. In Alima, a doctor's clothing is like a master key.
everyone! Clothes, costumes, and uniforms! Hello? Have something specific in mind? Please look around. Take your time.
I can't do it.
From the other side of the world! Exotic armor! But also the best of what our beautiful city... You looking for weapons or armor? My selection comes from the best craftsmen in Alima and overseas. Please, look!
If we want to go unnoticed, we could put on a doctor's coat, don't you think?
Halt! This place is now closed. The public is not authorized to enter.
Keeping guard in front of a closed building is boring and tiring. I wonder if you wouldn't prefer making a little visit to the tavern.
A few pints wouldn't hurt anyone. And I doubt that there's anything of value in this old building. Let's go.
I can't do it.
All these bodies. Victims of the Malikor, I imagine. But why bring them to this abandoned laboratory?
I don't know. Perhaps they brought them here so no one would see them.
Are you lost?
A goods lift that goes underground. There'd be no better way to hide all sorts of trafficking. We should look into it.
They look like Astrian ruins. I didn't know there were any ruins left in Alima.
Look out! Guards!
Sound the alert! To arms! May the Enlightenment grant us strength!
Believe it. An entire military camp, hidden beneath the city. If Kurnaz wanted to stage a coup, this is exactly how we'd go about it.
Maybe he's plotting something. Who knows? We need a key to open this door.
Best not to wander into the cabins. They're crawling with machetes. They don't appreciate being bothered.
So, you're the ones stirring up all the trouble. My men are in need of some serious training if they allowed a puny band of louts, led by a savage, make it this far. And how considerate of you to have come all this way. I understand your impatience to serve science. But enough gossiping. Guards, take them! Our scientists will be happy to have a few new subjects for their experiments.
You think we're just going to give up without a fight?
We're under attack. Prepare to fight!
Let's show them what we're made of! Broken!
Blessed be the enlightened. I was truly convinced we would have to lay down our weapons in the face of so many soldiers.
We should get out of here and fast. I'm in no mood to confront a fresh brigade.
The
They've all run off. They must have been frightened by the sounds of fighting.
The scientists kept copious notes and charts. The lack of empathy they bear towards your people is terrifying.
This is just what we needed. I can't do it.
This lever must activate the mechanism that opens the main door. That could help us get out of here more easily.
I want a complete search of these ruins. Find me these intruders.
The guards blocked this exit, which we should have expected. We'll have to look for another way out. What is this enormous lizard? It looks like they were preparing to dissect it.
They study everything that comes from our island. Creatures and humans alike. And they slaughter them.
Well, have you found out where Kurnaz has been carrying out his experiments?
Yes. We discovered a gigantic site under Rasili's laboratory.
Imagine that. The rumor was true. Incredible.
There were a great many soldiers, but also a place where experiments were carried out on my people.
How horrible. And these experiments were done on Kurnaz's orders?
Yes. We found letters that make a direct reference to him, as well as scientific research documents.
But however did you discover this place?
When searching the old laboratory that you indicated to us, we found a hidden lift. It went down into the depths of the earth until it stopped in ancient ruins.
That must certainly be the thermal baths from the Astrian period.
While exploring the zone, we stumbled across the camp of a soldier who was protecting an underground building. Inside the building they carried out experiments, and my kin were held captive. These are research documents that we found in the laboratory. None of us understand what they mean, but we need clear proof of what these people are up to.
May I take a look? This is beyond my capacities, even though I do recognize a few formulas. Can, I suppose that you would be far more able to understand what this is all about?
If I could help you, it would be with pleasure. But I'm going to need some time to decode all of this.
We'd better let him work in peace. You should come back later.
I would prefer to wait here if it's all right with you.
Of course. You should make yourself comfortable. It's going to take a little while.
I'm going to use the time to send a message to Zerin and set up a meeting in a few hours. She'll be waiting to hear news of our discoveries.
Excellent idea.
Here are your documents and our explanatory notes. What you've discovered is terrifying.
We thought as much. But what exactly is it?
This research is inhumane. It violates the code of ethics that is the very foundation of medicine. It has only one goal: to spread death.
The scientists behind this research studied a number of contagious diseases in order to selectively infect and eliminate your people. They chose smallpox as the perfect candidate.
Smallpox?
It's a terrible, often fatal disease that causes a high fever and vomiting. Its most recognizable symptom is the rash and blisters it causes to form all over the body.
That's what killed Sheda.
I'm sorry for your friend, and I'm appalled that a project like that could ever have seen the light of day. The disease is so contagious that even fabric that has been in contact with someone who is sick can spread it. Since your people seem to be more sensitive to this disease than us, and you haven't been inoculated against it like we have, you can imagine what will happen.
We must stop this project at all costs. Let's hope Zerin's contact is convinced by this evidence and can help us. Why was Sheda the only one of us to die?
You told us you were inoculated. I think the scientists on the ship wanted to see if this method would work on your people as well. You're living proof that it does. Your friend, on the other hand, must not have received the same treatment.
Thank you for helping us understand this research.
I truly hope that you will be able to stop this project from being implemented. It's an abomination.
We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
Let's go to the rendezvous point, where Zerin will be waiting for us.